Hello, adventurers! It's your guild master, Luca, and today we will be having a little bit of an art stream. So, I hope everyone is having a good time, and I hope you're all enjoying spending time with family or with friends. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today I've got probably one drawing for one of my VTuber friends. Merry Christmas, everyone. Olekwan, Merry Christmas. SteadyTube, Merry Christmas. Junnan, Merry Christmas. Serizawa-san, Merry Christmas. So, today, this is actually the fourth Christmas that I'm spending by myself. I've been spending Christmas alone for 4 years now. I figured today I would break the cycle a bit by spending time with everyone here. I hope you're all comfy. I hope you got a warm cup of hot chocolate or tea or whatever you like drinking. Hey, Schrodinger, what's good? Hope you're doing good today. Alright, so without further ado, I think we should get to the drawing, but oh, you had some tea. That's good to hear. I hope the tea was good. I mean, I'm more of a coffee person myself, but I don't always drink coffee. But well, my go-to drink for staying awake would probably be an energy drink or something. But I do have some. Let's see. Got some hot chocolate. I've got like packets of hot chocolate that I can drink, but it's pretty warm today. So, oh, that's. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Yeah, I did actually spend some. One of my Christmases before was quite difficult. I was alone in another country, and I didn't have a lot of money back then, so it was pretty hard. But fortunately, things are better now for me. Although I still am spending Christmas alone. Yeah, I hope things get better. Alrighty. So I hope the music's not too loud. Let's put that down a little bit. Alright, so I probably held it off for long enough. So let's get drawing. Alright. Since it's Christmas, though, I gotta make something festive. I gotta put something festive. Do I have any PNGs here? Santa hats. Oh, I do. Hold on a sec. Just gonna put this on. Oh no, my head moves too much. Whatever, let's keep it here. There we go. Alright. So, last stream, we drew Serizawa Shigura-san was in chat. Oh, thank you, Lou. I'm glad you like the hat. So last time we drew Serizawa Shigure-san, and today I'm gonna draw another one of my VTuber friends. And today it's going to be Zia, the Hellhound. So this is a sketch of her that I'd gotten from got from her since she her avatar is not done yet, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna draw her today. Hopefully, I hope we'll have a great time. Also, before I forget, I drew something unbelievably cursed. Some of you may have seen it on my Twitter already, but I think it deserves to be shown on stream. The most cursed Christmas tree ever. Forgive me, everyone. I had to do it. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Serizawa-san. I would love to watch the stream if I still have time. Yeah, good luck, and I hope that you'll have a good time streaming. I hope you like the Christmas tree. All right. Yeah, let's put the Christmas tree somewhere. We could use it as a chat background or something. Does this work? Yeah, everyone, if you do have time, and you want to watch for charity, you could swing by Serizawa Shigure-san's channel. Yeah, anyway, let's get drawing. Thank you. Okay, let's go. So, the first thing I'm gonna try and figure out would be a pose. What would be a nice pose for Zia? I would ask her, but I believe she's having Christmas dinner with family now. So, yeah, we'll try to figure out something that she would like. Why is the tree scary? I thought you would like it. Everyone keeps telling me your hair looks like a Christmas tree, and I did it. And then, why is it so scary? Why is it so scary? Is it because it looks like my head is on a spike? Let's see. I'm gonna look through look for some references and then see what we can do. Yeah, that would be why. Okay. That's understandable. So yeah, well, while I'm looking for a nice pose for Zia, feel free to ask any questions, or I don't know, just say what you want. as long as of course it follows the rules that are in the video description. But yeah, I ordered some food today, and I was actually quite surprised that there was delivery going on, because maybe you should hang your coat on a tree as well. Maybe, but it would probably cover the Christmas tree shaped hair. Because it's the hair silhouette that makes it look a lot like a Christmas tree. But also, as I've said to Mizumi Yata on Twitter, in order to defeat Christmas, I must become the Christmas. And that's why I made a Christmas tree, a Christmas tree artwork. It's terribly cursed, but I like it anyway. But here's an interesting fact about Christmas in Japan. At least from my experience there. Did you know that KFC is actually a tradition in Japan? Like, their traditional Christmas meal is KFC. Because like in other countries, you got like you got roasted turkey or ham, or like, well, basically a lot of varied dishes. But in Japan, it's fast food chicken for some reason. So apparently, KFC's been in Japan since like what, the 1970s, and then I believe it comes from the story of a manager of the first KFC outlet hearing foreigners complaining about how they couldn't find turkey in Japan to celebrate Christmas. So he figured he could like substitute chicken with it. And then they ended up having like a massive Christmas campaign with the slogan "Kentucky for Christmas." So it became a really big hit in Japan, and then people ended up like ordering KFC for Christmas time. And it's so crazy because like they have reservations for their Christmas menu, and you have to order them like a month or something in advance before you can have KFC for Christmas, and it's so wild. Oh yeah, KFC is pretty good. Their original recipe is really quite something. Oops. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Crispy is really good. The hot and crispy is really good. I cooked the fried chicken properly at home, but it was hard and I had a hard time eating it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I think with cooking fried chicken, it's probably going to take some practice, but I'm sure you will get it right. eventually. You have to believe in yourself. Let's try fried chicken. Sounds difficult to cook. Yeah, it is actually pretty difficult to cook, because you can't just you can't cook it easily if you just fry it on a flat pan, because it's not gonna distribute the heat entirely, like thoroughly, if it's on a flat pan, because you gotta turn it around over and over. I'm actually curious though. There's these things called air fryers, right? I'm not sure how they work. So I guess they're like a countertop convection oven type thing, but I don't know how they work. But is an air fryer? Can an air fryer be used for fried chicken? Because I was actually curious. Like, I know it doesn't fry anything, like straight up frying. So would it actually? So I guess is it just like a really big toaster? I'm confused. I gotta try out an air fryer for myself eventually. Yeah, it's quite difficult to fry chicken softly. You have to deep fry it if you want it to be evenly fried. Okay, so I guess they're just a really like a deep toaster or something. An air fryer is just a deep toaster. It's really tempting. I would love to have one. It's like if you can cook veggies inside an air fryer, yeah, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? So Teddy says, my mom's air fryer is like a rice cooker combined with an air fryer. It's very hard to use though. Oh, so how is it hard to use? What do you mean by it being hard to use? Because I've only seen pictures of one, and I'm not entirely sure how it works really. But from what I'm reading, it's apparently just it's like a miniature convection oven. Or like a toaster oven. Is it because you have to like manually set the temperatures to the specific food that you're cooking? Or is it something else that I've not heard of? For some reason, you have to press a lot of buttons in a specific order first, but normally they're simpler. Oh, I see. Yeah, some of the pictures I'm seeing here just have like dials or something for operating it. But this Power XL Vortex air fryer looks pretty nuts. It's got a lot of icons and like. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to operate one of those. But yeah, if you can cook um your veggies and stuff in there without it being like overly complicated, I think it might actually be a decent investment if you're living alone. So I keep using this 2/3 angle. I should try something different today. Let's see. Yeah, now that I think about it, I probably should have had a post or something prepared, but I guess I feel like um it's much more organic or something like that to be doing the whole thing from sketch to finish on stream. Let's see. I was actually thinking of taking out one of my art books from the drawer, but it's really warm tonight, so I probably shouldn't, because like getting a little drenched in sweat from the heat, and my electric fan is still dead, so wouldn't want to ruin my books by touching them. Yeah, I'm thinking of poses right now. Yeah, I'm going through Google. I would love to show you, but sometimes some poses that show up in the results are probably not something that would be good to show on stream. I'm just gonna look for something simple, really, because I'm not thinking of making it super complicated, like super complex. Besides, we only have like up until the thigh, a thigh up image on the reference, so I wouldn't want to assume, I don't want to make any assumptions on the rest of the design, just out of respect, since it's still being worked on. Yeah, it's gonna be a little slow. Yeah, I'm not sure. The colors, yeah, good question. I'm not sure if she's gonna hop into stream, but if she does, I'm gonna ask her about the colors. Otherwise, yeah, we'll keep it black and white until the final design is done, and then I'll color it then. Thank you, Serizawa-san. See you. I hope you have a good stream. Yeah, Teddy, unfortunately right now I have to use a folding fan that I got from my time in Japan. So the reason, yeah, that's probably the reason. It's gonna be the reason why I'm not. I'll be slow until the time that I can actually turn on my air conditioner. That's fine. Oh, I know who. Got it. It might be a bit stiff if I just keep the head front facing. Yeah, as you may have seen from my previous stream, I have a tendency to check my image by flipping from left to right a lot, but that's mostly because I don't go for super accurate construction lines. Though I still do use them like I'm doing now. They're just it's just not my biggest priority to have the perfect like construction. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Teddy. See, one of the things that I really like about art is that there's a lot of ways to do it. You can do it in a very like calculated, mathematical and well-constructed way, like some people do with like very like tight numbers for proportions, the very construction-based method of drawing, like say people like Andrew Loomis, who is one of the first names that people will mention when you say that you want to draw. They're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna tell you, look at Andrew Loomis and how he constructs things. And I do agree. Andrew Loomis has a very good method of constructing things so that you understand the basic shapes of something before you start drawing it. And I believe that pretty much everybody should have a similar view of how to go about their artistic process at the start when they're still trying to figure out, shall we say, left from right. Because if you try to go at it without much structure, then it's gonna be a really hard time. So we just have a pose of Zia sitting down. The hand is going to be behind. Then we'll just we'll cut it. Still cut it around the thigh area so that we don't make any assumptions about how her design looks from the leg down. For me personally, when it comes to construction, there's only a few things that I really look out for, but these things are pretty critical, I believe, to having a decently constructed anatomical figure. When you have let's say you have a character like this, like Zia, you have a figure basically. The three things you wanna consider in here would be the position and orientation of the head, the position and orientation of the rib cage, and the position and orientation of the pelvis, basically. So once you have these three figured out, it'll be a lot easier for you to figure out the rest of the image, because well, basically it will define whether what sort of pose, what sort of feel your figure is going for. So Teddy asks, did you study art professionally? You seem very well informed. Oh, no, I didn't study art professionally. I've just been doing it for a very long time. I've only been doing it professionally for about 2 years. But yeah, they're like the dots for you to connect the dots. Exactly. So yeah. And one thing that you would notice from some of the art of the old masters, it's I'll pull up something really quick. So the orientation of the rib cage is connected with the orientation of the shoulders. Yeah, so we go with the connect the dots. We'll go with Jin's connect the dots analogy. So once you've figured out the orientation and position of the ribcage, you know how the collarbones are going to be attached to that, and then how the arms are going to be attached to the collarbone and the shoulders. And then once you know where the pelvis is, then you can basically figure out how you're going to draw the legs. You know, something like something like this. So yeah, it is very much a connect the dots thing. And whether or not your figure, the figure you're drawing is gonna end up stiff or natural looking is also dependent. So in a lot of cases, it's also dependent on the orientation of these things, right? So in classical art, there is but this is for standing figures, of course. But it all the dynamics also apply to like more relaxed poses. So if you ever notice like Greek or like classical statues, basically in art, they're not all standing. They're not all standing straight up. Like the pose wouldn't be exactly just this, right? They'd usually have some sort of relaxed angle to them, right? And then if you notice, they would be like relaxed. One leg would be relaxed, and the other would be bearing the weight. Like one very famous example of this would be Michelangelo's David, where the pose that I'm doodling over here is basically the same pose that he's doing, right? You notice that the angle of the bend of the shoulders and the pelvis are different. So this is something called contrapposto. So the hips and the shoulders rest at opposite angles. So the whole thing has like this sort of the whole pose has this sort of like an S curve or a reverse S curve or whatever. And as a result, the line of action looks much more relaxed instead of like straight up like this, which would be really stiff. So in our case, I'm not going with the classical contrapposto stuff because she's obviously sitting on something, so it's not gonna be like her leg one of her legs is putting in more weight than the other, because our how do you say this? I wouldn't say center of gravity. Center of gravity is that right? Yeah. All of the weight would be here, supported by the hands, the pelvis, right? So, in order to make it look not stiff, I'm employing a similar method, a similar technique, I guess, as that. So you have the arch of the body going this way, and then the legs would be relaxed and going this way. But we're gonna cut it off here because we don't know what's below the leg. Like if there's like thigh highs or something, or like boots. So we don't know. So we're not gonna assume anything. But yeah, you're gonna have like a gentle curve, and then it's gonna be like I would say disrupted a bit by this straight line here. But we still have another gentle, like a slightly more gentle curve here. But you'll see from how all the elements are drawn that it's gonna look a lot more relaxed. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, I figured I would try and explain why I did something like that. But anyway, let's keep going. So go with the chest. Let's hope that it's not too big. Not too big. There we go. Then flip over, check to see if there's anything off. So one of the things that you want to really get right when you're drawing a chest is the sensation of weight, right? That this isn't just a massive air balloon or water balloon. Oh no, an air balloon. They're actually more like, I would say, water balloons, I guess, when you draw them, because they have this sort of weight to them, right? It doesn't go whoop. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's really that you're enjoying listening to me rant about like art techniques and stuff. Then again, ultimately, all of these techniques are just techniques, you know. All of them, well, not all, but like most of them are equally valid. You just have to figure out which one works best for you, you know. You're trying to work on doing more post studies and such, so it's nice to hear how pleasant things about posting. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I would love to see some more of your work, Teddy. Yeah, if you have the time and you feel like you want to show it, then feel free to send it to me over on Twitter, I guess. I would be very glad to try and help. Let's actually flip the whole thing horizontally on the proper axis this time. So we know the proper orientation for the final piece, the final result, I mean. Oh, that's perfectly fine, Teddy. Oh, you're getting a tablet for Christmas. That's really nice. It's I remember getting my first tablet for Christmas. That was I was pretty young back then, and I never thought that my that one gift would send me spiraling through an entire art career. Yeah, it seems a little too angry. We'll try to reduce the turn angle on the head a bit. Could try moving it a bit here, so we can see more of both eyes actually. Oh, I've had a tablet before, but it broke, so this is so nice. This digital art a lot. I feel like the switch to traditional was a challenge to improve my art. Oh yes, definitely. Switching to traditional is a really good. It's a really good phase in your life as an artist because you don't have as much of the freedom that you have when you're working in digital, so you have to plan a lot more carefully. Especially with like inks and more permanent stuff that isn't pencil. I remember when I was a lot younger, I had problems with having my hand be really stable. So what I did was I spent a lot of time trying to draw in moving vehicles, you know. This was I was like how long ago was it? 16 to 18 years old. I would draw on a moving bus to try and force my hand to learn how to be more stable. I'm not sure if it ended up working because right now these days I have to use a stabilizer on like really heavy settings to even draw proper lines anymore. But I'd like to think that it helped a lot with training myself, you know? With making more deliberate decisions when you draw lines. I used to hate inking, but I've started to enjoy it about 4 years of traditional. Oh yeah, inking is really fun. Maybe someday, I'll try and see if I could post some of my, or show some of my drawings on stream on my sketchbook. A vast majority of the drawings that I have on that sketchbook were done with pen and ink or brush. And it's really, like, I really have so much fun with inks. But yeah, as I said earlier, working with traditional really helps a lot, like with line confidence and with your decision-making process. There we go. Realign it a bit. Just a small, subtle adjustment. As for the hairline, we're here tucked in a bit. For art in general, I like to think my specialty is hair. It's probably one of the character elements that I am best at. If you compare it to the rest of the character elements, hair for me is really fun to do. Ears are so big and pointy, kinda very hellhoundy, don't you think? Yeah, hair is really fun to draw. I like to treat it like a lot of ribbon, like there are a lot of ribbons. It's basically a really complex system of very soft, flowy ribbons. Even the shading of the hair works kind of like ribbons. In 3D, there's this thing called anisotropic shading, where how do I describe anisotropic shading? Where you get like a line of highlights instead of like a straight highlight, I suppose. And the value of like the reflections works differently when the position of the light is different. And yeah, one of the better approximations for how hair works under light is ribbons. I believe it's because it has something to do with like the physical structure of each strand of hair, where light bounces in certain different directions, while because of it's like I believe it's this like weird jaggedy structure for hair, Hair. Electron microscope. Huh. Oh, so it's a lot. It's less jagged and more like this, I guess. So when light hits it as at an angle. The shading would be like a lot more different than if it hits straight on. That's why in like anime type drawings you have like those what almost looks like bars of highlights instead of just straight up glow. Oh yeah, give me a sec. I'll just hydrate. Don't forget to have a drink, everyone. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Teddy. See, the thing about art is like for me since professionally I do 3D art. The things I need to learn about it are not just the conceptual ones that we have that you have to learn for just art, just doing art, but also the tech that goes behind it. And in order to understand the tech behind it, you gotta understand the real world concepts of the objects, like how, say, skin would be shaded in 3D, or like how hair would be shaded in 3D. You have to understand the physical properties of hair itself or skin itself to understand why you have to shade hair in a certain way. Sorry, I also just really love nerding out about art and tech. It's just it's one of my favorite things to do in general. Probably be a bit of a squish here. And then we'll cut off the image here. Alright, I think we can do our line art now. We'll probably just go for just line art for this one. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're learning from my silly rants. Yeah, when I do my art stream, I try my best to like figure out something that I can talk about that other artists might learn from. Because I built I basically pretty much built my career, my art career, watching people on talk about stuff on YouTube, learning from those, or getting feedback from people on Discord. You know, one of the important things for art is for you to learn from a lot of people, so that it expands your horizons and lets you know that there's no one way to do everything. But also a lot of times these people will point you towards the right direction to go as an artist. Especially all the ones who've done art before we did. Yeah, I'm actually really quite enjoying this. It's a fun time that I don't have to stress too much. So then, we will switch to our final brush. Put it at like 10. And then we will ink with this. You know, let's extend the sideburn a bit. All right. So we'll go a little bit more loose with our lines this time. Because I believe last time with the art I did of Serizao-san, it was I was very meticulous, and I believe I took quite a bit of time to get that one done. We'll go for a little more loose, a little more natural feeling look with the line art this time around. One of the important things that I learned from when doing hair is that you really don't have to define everything this way at all. You just have to give off the feeling that, you know, the hair isn't just one solid block. You just have to suggest detail. That's the thing about anime style in general, is that it's not a capturing of reality. It's more of an approximation through stylization, you know. So a lot more often than not, it's you really don't have to capture every single minute detail. So if you're wondering why I'm zoomed in so much when I do line art, it's actually like a callback from my younger days when I was very much nearsighted. So I had to zoom in and squint all the way to my screen so I could see things, right? Now My eyes, I have much better vision than I did back then. So, it's, but old habits are hard to kick. So, and I ended up doing it still all the way until this day. Give me a sec. Ah, there we go. Finally turned on the AC. Oh yeah, so I got another game for myself to for me to play when I'm not streaming, and I went and got Half-Life Alyx, and it's a really immersive game. It's a VR game, right? It's like a sci-fi survival horror type thing. I'm only at like the first couple of minutes, but so far it's been really crazy because like you can interact with pretty much anything. Well, not everything, but like a lot of things in your environment are interactive. Like if you see a crate of bottles, you can take out one bottle and then individually throw it. Individually throw like elements, you know. Or you could smash it against the wall and you'd be holding like the remaining shards of it, which is crazy, I think. But from the opinions that I'm reading from people online on like VR forums, they feel like because Half-Life Alyx was so good, because the game was so good, they were, I don't know, like they couldn't appreciate other games as much anymore because it was just that good. So I'll probably be taking Half-Life Alyx a bit slowly, and then maybe play something like what else did I get? Oh yeah, I got Phasmophobia, and then what else did I get? Oh, I got Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I'm probably gonna look for someone to collab with to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's really crazy how far games have advanced in the last couple of years. in terms of how they look and how they play, you know, especially in the VR space. There's another VR game I'd like, a couple more VR games I'd like to try, which are there was a Walking Dead game on the on VR, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and apparently it's quite good. So I might get that too. And what was that other one? Oh yeah, I really wanted to try out Onward. Hey Job, I'm glad you can make it. Merry Christmas, or Happy Christmas Eve at least, because it might not be Christmas yet for you. I mean, it sure isn't for me either. Well, yet anyway. I hope you're having a good time. But yeah, I was talking about some VR games that I'd like to try. Onward is like it's like a military simulation type thing, and given that I haven't gone to play airsoft in a long time, I really miss the action. So I feel like the next best thing would be to play a VR milsim instead, because I still can't go to the field yet and play. Though I would love to if there's a chance. You still have to stay safe in this pandemic, you know. Ooh, I like that. It actually makes me wonder, is it possible to just like have a VR controller mounts on your airsoft gun so you can actually feel like the weight of carrying it while you're playing a VR game? Because like that was one issue I had when I was playing what was that game, Pavlov, which is basically Counter-Strike in VR. Like the gun did not feel heavy at all, you know, because you were just holding controllers. Yeah, it would be lovely to be able to stream VR games, but I feel like they would be quite heavy and also disorienting, especially when since it'll be recording in the flat projection of the game. Oh, let me screenshot this for a bit and then send it over to Zia. Thank you, Lu. I do my best to have nice looking line art. Well, sometimes I think I spend too much time on it. The end result is always worth it, you know? You know, for a time I actually considered going full on art streaming for the contents of this channel, but then I also had to consider I'm already doing art during the weekdays when I'm working, and then I have to get myself to do art while I'm streaming. I would burn out really quick, so I decided I'll probably just make this an occasional thing and not a full-time, like my full-on content. I do also want to play video games, yeah. Yeah, when it comes to art, like if you turn it into your like full-time thing where you have to consistently be working on art on camera, it becomes difficult because one, you no longer have the advantage of working on something in privacy, so you'd always be streaming to an audience, you know. And I feel like that may be a little restrictive at times when it comes, especially for like creative stuff like drawing. Plus, like, there's a certain quality expectation that gets placed onto your art. Like, you can't. It's not possible to have off days when you're streaming for your viewers, and they want to see a certain type of art. This is based on my experience from before when I used to do nothing but like quiet drawing streams. They tend to expect a certain level of quality, you know. And if you're having an off day, basically you can't, because if you have dang it. You can't have an off day because if you try and change something up, they end up not being as interested or impressed with you anymore. So these days I don't really think of it that much. But if it's like a younger streamer trying to build up a career, well, basically still starting from scratch, you know, they'd have a really hard time because their viewers would have all of those expectations, and they feel like they have to meet them, you know, all the time. You gotta be on 100%. But with art, that's a very tall order, you know. Being on 100% as an artist, it's not something you can do like a lot. So yeah, that's why I'm pretty much I pretty much decided that I would still have my art streams, but not all the time. Let me just stretch for a bit. Yeah, it's really important to stretch and relax while you're drawing, because you might end up straining parts of your body that you need for drawing. Your arm muscles, your back muscles. One of the things that I feel like is super important when one of the stretches that you need to do would be like putting your other hand, putting one hand forward with your palm pointing up, with your fingers pointing upwards, and then your other hand grabbing those fingers and then pulling them back gently. And then you point them downwards, and then you use your other hand again to pull them back gently as well, so that it stretches the muscles on your wrist that go all the way to your upper arm. The ones that the extensors and flexors, which control the movement of your fingers. It's always a good idea to stretch them every once in a while, especially when you're working on really fine line work. Trying to draw, then Spine says, "Oof, ow, no fun allowed." Yeah. I mean, I had a shoulder cramp while I was playing Apex last night, and then it went all the way to my back. So like the entire right half of my body was cramping up. Got inspired and doodled a bit while listening and watching. Ooh. Awesome. I'm glad I could inspire you to do some art, Teddy. Oops. There you go. Then merge, delete. of doing the long detailing strands on another layer so that I don't have to be extremely careful about placing them here on our original hair layer, or our full line art layer, I mean. Let's also include this side block. Hey Pat, thank you for the greeting. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you like the silly Christmas tree. I'm glad you can make it to the stream. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's okay. Well, you still made it. Barely making it still counts as making it. Okay. Oh no, it's not a commission, it's gift art. For VTuber friends. Oh. Oh. Alright, the new update in Clip Studio is really great. I'm having fun with time-lapse. It's nice to watch how I drew it. Yeah, I still haven't tried out the time-lapse feature. I will one of these days. Then again, I try to watch how I do my own work. and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, why am I doing that specific thing? It ends up making me question my own steps, you know. But yeah, it's I think it's a really useful feature. I mean, for this, like for time lapses of my own work, I could just download the YouTube video and play it at like 2 times or 4 times speed. I used to use this software many years ago when I was young. When I was younger, called Open Canvas, and Open Canvas had this the exact same feature built in from like 10 years ago or so. The feature already existed there, and I don't know why it never caught on until now. Because back then was the heyday of what they used to call speed paints, but are actually just time lapses. Oh, thank you for but no, really, thank you for coming along, Teddy. Yeah, you should get some rest, I guess. Yeah, I hope you have a really good Christmas. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. I hope you can. I hope you can drop by in a future stream. Yeah, you will always be welcome to the channel. See you soon. Alright. Yeah, we should be almost done. Yeah, since we're not gonna be going for the colors tonight. Yeah, perfect timing. Zoom it out and then. Alright. So yeah, let's just have some time to look at our work. Yeah, I'm glad I could get this done tonight. And I'm glad I could spend some time with you, chat. Yeah, this is making Christmas a little less lonely for me. All right. So for tomorrow, I will definitely be having a rest day. But yeah, for the rest of the week, I'm not sure. I will probably still have Apex Saturdays. That's for sure. So Saturday we'll have Apex, but for the rest of next week, I'm still considering what else to get. What else to do? But yeah. Oh! By the way, I actually forgot to save. I haven't saved at all since I started. I live very dangerously by not saving my work as often as I should. But also, oh yeah, one other thing. I have actually been doing a bit of thinking, and I may have some designs that I might put up for auction, I guess, as VTuber avatars. I'll still be having a look at most of them, and then we'll see which ones I can put up for auction, I suppose. I have no idea how these auction things work, so but yeah, let's now that we're done with this, let's switch over to the top stream layout. Alright, so again, there were I have a few designs that I'm considering putting up for auction. These are they have names, but I'm not. I didn't write up like backstories or anything, so I've got a few I might put them together and then put them on Twitter. Take a poll, see which one people want to have up for auction first. But yeah, I've got a lot of got a lot of drawings sitting in a folder. Some of these are like original designs, so I feel like I might be able to use them for sell them as VTuber avatars or something, I guess. Alright, but yeah, tomorrow will be a rest day. Let's go back to the schedule. Tomorrow is... There we go. Yeah, tomorrow, since tomorrow is Christmas, obviously, it's gonna be a rest day for me. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Probably just, well, obviously rest. Oh, hey, Zia! I'm glad you can make it. Hold on a sec. I'll switch back to the draw stream window. But yeah, I was actually done, pretty much done already. You can I'm gonna zoom through it a bit, show you. I'm really glad you could make it. So since I don't know what the official colors are for your design, I decided to just do a really detailed line art, I suppose. So it's actually quite high res. If you once I send you the full file, it's really it's actually quite high res. And yeah, you can use it. You can use it for like thumbnails or whatever. Or it's gift art, so take it. But yeah, let's go back to the talk stream thingy. Once your full design is done, I'm gonna go back to this image and then I'm gonna color it, and then I'm gonna give you the PNG version of that one as well. So you can use you're gonna get a full color version of this once your like full design is done. And no, it's okay. You can make it earlier. I know how family dinners go. Right before the stream, I actually was on a call with my family, and I was trying my best to weasel my way out of it as soon as possible, so I could get onto the stream and work. Because I already had a longer call last night. They just wanted to talk to me again today. Yeah. Now I'm gonna do it. You're nosy. You're not gonna stop me from doing the color version of the image too. I actually forgot the controls on my radar, but yeah, whatever. No. Well, you're welcome. Well, seeing as you were one of the first VTubers to interact with me as well, I find it really fitting that I give back this way. You know, because like I don't want to just you know, put my name up in PNG streams and in PNG threads on Twitter, and that's it. No, I gotta give back, and this is how I'm giving back. So yeah, tomorrow is a rest day. We're still good for Apex Saturdays. I'll probably have Zeep on to play Apex, but also we will look forward to collabs in the future with people. I got Phasmophobia and Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and we will just have to find someone we can play with. But of course, we'll still have Ghost Runner and Darkest Dungeon until we finish those. Next week, I'm also considering doing Cyberpunk as well, but that depends on how the game runs while I'm streaming it. As currently, I cannot run it at all with ray tracing. At least not to a tolerable degree, like the frame rate tanks when ray tracing is on. But that's okay. We don't really need ray tracing all that much yet. Oh, okay. We'll see when we can do that. When we can do a Phasmo collab. I've never actually tried the game, so yeah. It would be really nice to do a collab. I know Nim also has Phasmo, and I promised her that I would do a Phasmo collab with her when I eventually get it. So yeah, we could try doing that. As for other games, I'm actually still considering any other titles like we could get. Super like shorter titles, roguelites, puzzle games. Basically like more indie games as well, because most of my library is unfortunately like big name titles that are heavy to run and heavy to stream. And I feel like some of them might not be like entirely interesting to watch. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much everyone for coming to the stream. I hope you are remaining comfy and safe in this troubled time. And I hope you spend a lot of time with families and friends. Yeah, have a good Christmas everyone. Bye. It's never gonna go away. It's never gonna go away. In order to defeat the Christmas, I must become the Christmas. Alright, bye!